Welcome. Thanks for joining me for Seek and You Will Find tonight. I have a couple of things that I want to talk to you about before we get started. First, if you have a question for me, I'll answer it in the form of a healing. So you can write your question in the chat bar and address it to admin for anonymity. I almost couldn't spit that out. And then I was looking at some of the questions that are already there. To the person who requested a healing on their home, could you just send me to admin the address? That would be helpful. So thanks for that. And then a couple of things I wanted to tell you about was the recording, the replay for the inner voice healing. I could not get the sound to work. I don't know what the problem was, because the sound was working in my editing program that I use, which is called Adobe Premiere. But every time I'd export it, the vocals would just cut out completely. So I tried doing it twice and couldn't figure it out. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to just can that one. And I'm not sure if I took it off the site. If I didn't, I need to take it off the site. So I'm sorry about that, because I know those of you that went to listen to it, you got nothing. So I apologize about that. And then the other thing that I wanted to let you all know is it is with deep sadness that I'm going to be leaving Southern California and moving to Northern California to help take care of my 93-year-old mother. So that's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks, which means that when I go to schedule the soul support events for October, there'll be kind of an empty space in the middle of the month, because I've got to schedule around the move and give myself a couple of days to get set up. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. And you might start noticing things in the background disappearing, like the flowers and the plants, and eventually the backdrop. So just wanted to give you a heads up that that's what's happening. It's time for me to start to help with my mom. So you'll be seeing me broadcasting from beautiful Moraga, starting in mid-October. So I am going to miss Southern California and the beaches, my friends and clients, but I do know a lot of people down here, so I'm going to be coming back every couple months. So you can't get rid of me yet. I'm going to be back. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with tonight's healings, and I'm going to set the energy for it with a prayer. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. All right. So welcome to the sanctuary tonight. And I have a request that came in on my phone, so I'm going to go ahead and do that one first so I don't forget it. Can you please send light and healing to my son? He has suffered a lot of loss in the last few years. Our divorce, the recent loss of our beloved dog, a rupture in his childhood friend group, and college plans that have gone awry. He is a smart, hardworking, good-hearted soul who is currently feeling stuck and isolated. I would love to see him moving forward on his path and feel more connected socially with a peer group. Okay, yes, I would be more than happy to work on this. He has a lot of energy around him that's like a frozen energy. So I'm going to start by trying to remove that first. Give him a hello to kind of shake up his energy. He also has a lot of energy in his space, or it's almost like a programming to try to solve his dad's problems. So I want to help him release that. I'm going to point that out to him, because that's not his job. And that weighs like a big burden on him. So as he releases that, he's also getting out of carrying the burden. And I'm going to ask Supreme Being to come in and give him a healing, because what I see is that he is isolated because he feels very alone in his problems. Now, the energy of problems, a lot of that comes from the dad. So we're clearing the problems, but he also needs a hello from Supreme Being. And that seems to really be helping. He's shedding a lot of layers of energy that aren't his. And he's getting a healing on his next steps, as well as a healing to his spiritual path. And the way that I see that healing is the path is being brought up to the vibration of gold. And it's really cool. He has these doorways being opened for him. It looks actually very exciting. There are about 3 big doorways opening up for him in the near future. And one of them does have to do with friends, new friendships. And I just heard Supreme Being say that this particular individual has a lot of luck in their life, this lifetime. And a lot of what this healing is about tonight for him is raising his body energy. It's been so low, almost in depression, trying to problem solve somebody else's problems, which, as we know, if you can't solve it, it's not your problem. And if it is somebody else's problem, it's unsolvable. It just will never get solved by you, because only the person who has the problem has the magic answer for how to solve it. All right. A lot of gold is being brought into his space now. And that kick-started his creative energy. So I see a lot of different sparkling colors going on in his aura right now. All right. I'm going to close out that healing, fill him in with a big gold sun. And I think the part of this healing that I want to do for everyone, because I think it's a good healing to get, is to clear problems from everybody's space. Problems really weigh you down. It lowers your energy in your aura, in your body. And as I was just saying, if it's somebody else's problem, you'll never be able to solve it. And a lot of times it's other people's problems that get in your space for you to try to solve. So you just get stuck in this endless loop of trying to solve, and it never gets resolved. And it's such an energy drain is what I see. So the healing that's being done is for other people's problems in your space. We actually We do a good job of creating our own problems for us to solve, and we have lessons to learn from our own problems. But it's other people's problems that don't belong in our space, and that's the healing tonight. And the way I see this healing, it's like watching stones, little stones come out of your space. Each stone represents a problem that's not yours. Good. Okay. Let me fill you in with some gold. All right. On to the next healing. Let me see. Can you work on my self confidence, please? Yes. Someone has lit up a picture in your heart chakra that says you're not enough, like not good enough, not smart enough. It's just like a not enough picture. And I'm going to show you where that is in your heart chakra and watch you start to ground it and decharge it and see if you can blow it up. So that pain picture, you could say, stands between you and your self affinity, your ability to like and love yourself. So we want to decharge it and get it out of there. You're starting to ground that picture. It actually requires you to be in the center of your head. If you're down in your heart chakra trying to ground it, that's not going to work because you're in the emotions of it. So I actually got you to get up in the center of your head, and then it started working. So not only are you enough um, in response to that picture, but I heard Supreme Being tell you that you are electric. That's the word that was used for you. Great. Also, Supreme Being was saying that you're creative, ambitious, and able to focus really well. You did a very good job of grounding that picture. It's just like a little dot now. So I know who you are. I want you to put that picture in a rose and blow it up because I know you can do that. Good job. All right. Well, let's fill you in with some good stuff now. I'm going to bring in your certainty into your fourth chakra that runs in the outer rim of the heart chakra. That's good. You're also able to tap into your self love now. That's really important. All right. I'm going to fill you in with the big gold sun. Did a good job. Okay. Good request. And what I think I'm going to do is get everybody's certainty moving in their heart chakra now. That runs in the outer ring. And I got to tell you, there's all kinds of crud in that outer ring that I can hear. It's a lot of self deprecation and negative self talk. And it's really gritty and sluggish. So that's coming out. Good. I can see that gold coming into that outer ring. All right. Good job. Everybody's going to get a big gold sun in your heart chakra now. Okay. Going to go to the next question. Please help me with my left breast and rib soreness. Ooh, that is tender. You know, your nerve endings look frayed a little. Not fried, but frayed. There's a big difference. They just look like they're not, they look a little off. Okay, I'm going to flush that area with some gold. The other part of this that I'm working on also is saying hello to your muscles. Okay, that has been flushed now. And you are still releasing some white energy out of there. Okay, I'm going to fill that in with a gold sun. All right, I hope that helps. And thank you for that request. Please clear any negative energy or entities in my home. Let me see if that person gave me the address. Can that person please give me the address of the home? You might not have heard me ask for that earlier, but if you would text me the address of the home, there's a delay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next healing while I wait for that. Okay. Could you or Supreme Being give me a healing on my onward journey, ensuring that I come into contact with all the right people at all the right times for my work to be all it's meant to be, and so that my life flourishes? Thank you so much. And yes, I'll have Supreme Being give you this healing. You are getting an abundance healing, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a cornucopia. There's just all this beautiful energy swirling around you right now. It's also a healing, getting your female creative energy moving. And boy, is it moving now. Oh, the prettiest thing is happening to your energy. When I look at you, there's like this cylinder being created inside of you, like kind of in your torso. And it's this clear really beautiful light blue, and it kind of spins like a cylinder. And that is you getting rebalanced and put into alignment. A lot of, not a lot, but some negative stuff and some doubt is like flying out of your space as this cylinder gets going. And I see doorways being opened for you to meet the right people. Your path is being given a hello and being brought up to gold. And you have a lot of really good energy on your path for the upcoming year. I don't mean 2026, I just mean from here forward, like the next year ahead of you. So, in other words, the good stuff doesn't have to wait until 2026. The energy is really nice, starting from today. Now you're being showered with a lot of sparkles. And you're being given a message about don't let the people who have low energy get you down. Don't even listen to them. Don't waste your time with them. Yeah, that you're a star and you want to keep your energy high and moving in the right direction. All right. I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. There you go. Good request. Thank you. I think I'm going to take a piece of that and ask Supreme Being to give everybody's next step a healing. And this healing is being done with using the metaphor of a doorway for your next step. And the door frame is being brought up to gold. The threshold is being brought up to gold. Energy between you and the threshold is being cleared right now. Beings are being moved away from the doorway. It's almost like watching a bunch of Casper the Friendly Ghosts being moved out of the doorway. There, and the door is open, and there's a lot of light on the other side of the doorway. So I'm going to fill you in with gold. And thank you, Supreme Being. That was great. Okay, let me go look for that address. There we go. I see. Okay. Okay. So for those of you that weren't following along, I'm going to do a quick healing to the home of the requestee. There's an energy in the house that's like, meh. I don't know how else to describe it. It's an ugly color and it's thick. And it leaves people in the house feeling apathetic, unmotivated. And that's starting to release. Well, that's good. There's a lot of it releasing, and it is starting to clear things out. And what I notice about the energy of the home is that in each room, like the center part of the room, the energy is moving, but towards the corners of the room and the walls, it gets it sort of becomes a dead zone. So I'm saying hello to that to open up the space all the way through the house. And to the person who requested this, when you ground your home, I would put such a big tube grounding cord on the home that it actually encompasses the whole property, not just like a little garden hose underneath the house, but I mean, really a big tube. I like to ground it from edge to edge of the property. Yeah, your home is responding well to this and to a big grounding cord. So there's some light coming into the space now. The energy is I can never remember if it's rising or raising. It's rising. The energy is rising to a higher vibration. Well, that looks so much happier. The energy is much happier than that kind of blah, yucky energy. It's a light yellow now. Before I never really told you what color it was. It was sort of like dirty dishwater. And so now it's a light yellow. And the thing about this healing on the house is everybody has their space now. Whereas before, everybody was struggling for their space because that energy was so thick and heavy. So this is good. Everybody's got their own space. And I'm going to go ahead and fill that in with a big gold sun. All right. Thanks for that request. That was a good one. Okay. I'm writing a book, but it's been stalled for weeks. Can you clear energy around it so I can get back to it and get this thing finished? I wanted to have it done and back to her. Wait, I wanted to have it done back to her first, but that's not happening. Do you see a date that might be realistic to complete this book? Can you give this process a healing? Yes, I'd be happy to give it a healing. You just need a little help grounding the energy of what it is you're going to be writing about, the balance of the book. Like when I look at the book, you did a really good job grounding the energy that up to this point, but now there's energy on what it is you have left to write. So that's where I'm just helping you with. It's like a gray energy. I see a little of the woman's energy in the book. So, or attention on it, I would say. I'm going to help you separate that out. Not a lot. It's really only a little, but I know you're sensitive to energy, and it just adds to what was there. Mm, good. The book is coming to a color now, and it's this beautiful turquoise blue. So I'm starting to see some of that, like the original integrity that you had for writing the book. That's starting to return to it. And most of that gray is gone. And the good news is I don't see anything like really super stuck in it. It was really just a matter of saying hello to the energy around the content of what you're going to be finishing the book up with. Well, when I look at a date, um, it slides around between December 1st and January 1st. So I'm trying to ground that for you. Because I get the feeling that you wanted to get it done before the end of the year. And I think you can do that. Okay, that looks a lot better. And the vibration of the book is beautiful. That turquoise blue, it's lovely. And like I said, that's what I see as the original intention of the book. So good job. Let me fill the whole book in with some gold. Okay, good luck. Go for it. Okay, and thank you for that request. And the next request is need help with health. I've been getting sick a lot and having a lot of injuries, groin, knee, and ankle. Okay. And I do see who that was for. So thanks for that second text there. This person is struggling with moving a being out of their space. It's a red energy, and it's a process, and that's why there have been injuries. I'm going to see if I can help move things along. The being is like right in the central part of the body, and it's a being that he's had for a while. And when I say a while, I'm talking, a couple of lifetimes. And this is the lifetime that he's ready to move it. It's just taking a little bit of a process to get it out. You might notice the being as him being grumpy, because it's uncomfortable. That being vibrates at a lower vibration than his energy. So I'm moving the being out and showing him the different places where the being is anchored in. And I'm going to say hello to each of those places and look for any agreements that are still there. It's doing a good job wrapping up agreements with this being. I can see there are different places where he's already pulled his energy out of the agreements. One of the things that's connected to this being is where it drives him, like to work excessively hard, is what I see. Kind of beyond what his body could or should handle. That's the being in his space. And it looks like he recognizes that that's not a healthy thing for him. So that's part of where the inspiration for moving this being out is coming from. Good. He's making some progress. There were about four connecting points that I saw that where there were strong agreements in place on where we've whittled it down to two. And then the other thing that I'm doing is helping him move the energy of that being out of the lower part of his body. When I look at him, I can see some dark energy, like the residue of the being. Okay. Good. Good job. All right. I'm going to fill him in with some gold. And he's still going to be working on exiting those agreements, but it should move along a little faster now because he's seen where they are. He's already started moving out of those agreements, and we've got the bulk of that being's energy out of his space. All right. So thank you for that request. Okay. I have been having a hard time with allergies during this fall season. It has been causing some serious sinus pressure, headaches, and even earaches. Can I get a healing on this? Yes. Well, you are congested. Yes. See a lot of energy in your telepathic channels. It's gray, it's white, it's backed up. The other thing that I see is where your body registers its senses. That's kind of going off the charts. Like that needs to be grounded, where your body registers its senses in the brain. I have to tell you, it makes my head hurt to work on you because I can feel the pressure and yeah, I can feel the pressure in your sinuses, in your ears. I'm going to bring your crown chakra to a blue, like a nice, cool, calming blue, and try to shift the energy there. It was at like a yellow white. And I'm grounding your senses, and that's starting to calm down a little bit. If you can imagine your senses being recorded, kind of like how a lie detector records your voice, and it kind of goes like this. Yours was like kind of going all over the place, and it's starting to calm down now. Oh, that's much better. Putting a grounding cord in each of your ears, like the inner ear. Good. We have some movement now. When I first looked at you, everything was stuck, but now we have some drainage going on. The other place I notice energy backed up is like under your eyes. So you probably, it wouldn't surprise me if you have black eyes from that pressure. Okay. I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun, but I'm going to keep all those grounding cords on you so that you can continue to release. Good. You're bringing some bright yellow light into your head now. All right. I hope that helps. And thank you for the request. All right. Can you please take a look at my mom? Since her car accident, she's been having difficulty overcoming a bladder infection, groin pain, and a Baker's cyst on the back of her left knee. Concerned that she may have a systemic infection. Any help or insight is incredibly appreciated. Okay. You know what? I should know this, but I don't know her name. Could you please text me her name? And that's going to make the healing go a lot better. So while you're texting me her name, I'm going to go to the next one. Because like I said, there's a minute time delay on this. Okay. My bulldog is hobbling along, trying to stay on her right legs, whereas the left front seems to be the biggest issue. Along with this, I've noticed lately my intuition has seemed to be very distorted and want to make sure I'm on point with helping her. Okay. Well, the first thing that I notice is she's got some energy in her heart chakra. I'm going to give that a healing that is affecting the left side of her body. So I'm working on your dog's chakras. And while I'm working on the chakras, I'm also taking a look at you. And I think what's been going on is you have some energy in your center, in the center of your head, like right in front of your sixth chakra, which is making it hard for you to sit right in the center of your head and be able to use your clairvoyance the way that you're used to using it. It's a brown energy. I'm going to try to help you move that out. Um, some of the energy that was in your head was a being, and some of it was your dog looking for help. So I moved both of those energies out, and you moved back into the center of your head, where I see you as a bright blue light. I'm getting a little bit of response from your dog. When I work on his chakras, I can start to see some energy being able to move back into the left side of the body. Or I don't know if energy is the right word, like signals coming back into the left side of the body. And bringing your dog's crown up to a bright yellow gold. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fill him in with some gold suns, and I really hope that helps him. Okay. It's been filled in and you've been filled in, and thank you for that request. I hope that helps. Okay. And thank you for sending me your mom's name for the next person. I should know that, but I didn't. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, her whole immune system is weakened. Some of the shock from the car accident has not been cleared, and where it hasn't been cleared, she's having trouble sending signals, or there's energy that's blocking the body being communication space. So for her, what I'm doing is I've taken her astral body out of her body, and I'm giving that a healing and clearing that body being communication space. Yeah, some of the trauma from that accident is stuck in her space, and that's some of the energy that's getting worked on. Okay, now she's starting to release. It took a little bit, but now I can see some release going on of the trauma and that stuck shock energy. And when I asked Supreme Being how long that's going to take, I heard 2 weeks. So because she's older, it's going to take her body, um, a little bit longer to respond to the astral body healing. Good. That's all good. It's coming out now, and it'll probably be coming out for the next couple of days. And I don't know what that's going to mean to her on a physical level, but in about 2 weeks, it looks like she'll start being able to manage her immune system better, or that the immune system would be better able to respond to things. So it's not going to be a quick overnight fix, but just wanted to give you that heads up. I'm going to fill her in with a big gold sun. Okay, there she goes. Very good. So, which inspired me. I think what I'm going to do, I have one last request, but real quick before I do that, I'm going to give everybody a body being communication space healing. And it's a lot of dark charcoal colored energy that's coming out. And the best way I can describe it is the energy of lies that get stuck in our space. And then they have an effect on our spirit's ability to talk to the body and for the body to respond back to the spirit. And so basically, I'm just clearing a layer of lies out of your space. And what I'm noticing as that energy comes out is it's unlocking your creative energy. Good. All right. Let me fill you in with some gold. That's energy that you'll continue to release throughout the night tonight. Okay, very good. So now let me address this. I've been going through a huge growth period healing as I reset my twin flame partner on the 13th. Oh, remet? Oh, as you remet your twin flame partner on the 13th. My energy as a spirit feels like it's been pulsing with too much energy. I've been having weird electric outages in my house and a dead bird in the front of my door. What is going on? Can I receive a healing on this? Sure. So, our energy is really like electricity, and yours is a little bit out of alignment. When I face you, I see a little bit out of alignment on your right side. And so it is like you have a lot of electricity going off in your body. So let me see if I can help you ground this. Some of this has to do with your third chakra in your solar plexus that's off, and I'm going to work on that to get it spinning. Good. You just started changing that, and that started healing your third chakra. That made a huge difference. Grounding your third chakra, everything's starting to fall back into place now. So, your third chakra houses your information on willpower, and that was out of whack. And the electrical energy that I saw on the right side of your head is starting to calm down quite a bit. Good. Now your energy is grounding, your channels are flowing. Doing a quick chakra spin for you. Okay. I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun now. So mostly I think it had to do with your third chakra being out of whack, and now that's grounded and spinning properly, and it's really calmed your whole space down. And hopefully you'll sleep better tonight too. Okay, there you go. Thank you for that request. And thank you everybody for your requests tonight. I'm going to, wow, we went kind of late. I'm going to do a real quick power abundance healing, and then we'll wrap up. I'm going to ask Supreme Being to just bless you with abundance tonight. And I love what I'm seeing. The healing has to do with everywhere you look will be abundance. That's great. Like abundance will be down at your feet, all around you, everywhere you look. All right, let me fill you all in with the big gold sun. And thank you for hanging around tonight and joining me and bringing great questions. And Christy and I will be working on the mailer and getting that out to you. And just as a reminder, probably the middle of October will look a little thin as far as like soul support events, because that's when I'll be moving. But we'll have them before and after. All right. Okay. Thank you. Got my eyes on you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a good sleep tonight. And I will see you in October. Okay. Bye-bye.